scary tale story.
I used to think fog was just weather. It started when I moved to a small mountain town for work. The town was old, with rotting wooden fences and streetlights that hummed all night. Fog rolled in every evening, swallowing the pines and the narrow roads. Locals called it the mist, like it was alive. They told me not to drive after dark if the mist came early. "You'll see them," they said, avoiding eye contact. I didn't believe it, until I did. The first night it rolled in heavy, I was on the porch, watching the gray fingers creep between the trees. It moved strangely, coiling like smoke, too thick to see through. I heard giggles out there, like kids playing hide and seek. It was almost comforting, like a memory of summer nights. But then I heard them closer, just under the window. Tiny hands slapped against the glass, leaving pale, child-sized prints in the condensation. I couldn't see faces, just silhouettes in the mist. But the giggling turned into chittering whispers, and I could feel the hairs raising on the back of my neck. The next day, old Mr. Kearns from the store told me they weren't kids, not really. He said they were the children who never left, and that the mist came when they were hungry. I thought he was messing with the new guy, but the fear in his eyes wasn't fake. That evening I tried to ignore it, watched TV, turned on every light in the house, locked the doors. But around 10 p.m., the power went out, and the darkness felt heavier than it should. I lit candles, and the mist glowed faintly outside like it was pressed against the windows. That's when I heard the knocking. Light at first, like rain, then harder, like tiny fists pounding, dozens of them. I pressed my ear to the door and heard them whispering, "We want to play with you." I backed away, but I could hear them moving around the house, tapping every window, knocking in a rhythm that was almost like a nursery rhyme. I tried calling the police, but there was no signal. I hid in the bathroom, locking the door. From the crack under the door, I saw something small crawling across the floor, just out of reach. A shadow that moved like a child, but with limbs that bent the wrong way. I shut my eyes and prayed until morning. When the sun rose, the mist burned away, leaving the grass soaked and the windows covered in small, hand-shaped smudges. I packed a bag that day, ready to leave. But as I opened the front door, I found a small toy on the porch, a wooden horse, wet and cracked. I don't own any toys. I never have. That's when the town sheriff pulled up. He looked tired and older than he should, eyes sunken, hair gray. He saw the toy and just nodded. "They leave things sometimes, so you'll remember them. It's best not to forget." I asked him what they were. He told me that decades ago, there was a bus crash in the mountains during a heavy fog. No one could find the children's bodies. Only empty seats and tiny backpacks left in the mist. Since then, the mist comes back, and with it, the children who are looking for a way home. "Don't let them in," he told me. "If you do, you'll be part of the mist too." That night, the fog came earlier, thicker, pressing against the windows like a living thing. I tried to drown them out, playing Marcibic, covering my ears, but the knocking came anyway. The whispering turned into screams. "We want to play with you." I saw their shapes in the mist, tiny figures with hollow eyes and two wide smiles. Their hands left streaks on the glass, and I realized the streaks weren't fog. They were blood. I don't remember opening the door, but I woke up on the porch, the cold dew soaking through my clothes. The mist was gone and the road was empty, but the footprints were there, small, muddy footprints, leading from the edge of the woods to my door and back again. And the toy horse was gone. Now, every night, I hear them outside, even if the mist hasn't come yet, scratching, tapping, whispering. They want me to play with them. They want me to follow them into the mist. Sometimes I see them in the corner of my eye during the day, standing at the edge of the tree line, just watching, waiting. They look like children until you see their faces, and you realize their eyes are empty holes, and their mouths are too wide, filled with black mist that seeps out when they open them. I don't know how much longer I can last. The mist is getting thicker, creeping under the doors and around the windows, even during daylight. And at night, when I close my eyes, I see them standing at the foot of my bed, whispering, "Come and play with us." If I don't post again, don't come looking for me. And if you see the mist rolling in outside your house at night, whatever you do, don't go out to play.
Like and subscribe to Scary Tales Story for more horror tales that will haunt your dreams and keep you checking the shadows.